The voice you are about to hear is that of my son, who does not want to be on camera. Just picture me like 25 years ago and with more hair. All right. What is Yonko?
As far as I know, a Yonko is at any given point in time the 4 strongest pirate lords, so to speak, in the One Piece universe. I'm pretty sure over the some odd thousand more or yada episodes, the title of Yonko has changed. I could be wrong there, and anyone in the video, I'm sure some weeb somewhere will correct me, but they're essentially, they're the top of the top. They're the top of the top of the top. When you're thinking of a video game, you're thinking of the boss at the end of the level, not the guy you fight in the middle, not that really strong mob that you run into once or twice. I'm talking about the end of the level boss. There's 4 levels in your game. It's the Yonko. And that's what they are. They are the strongest of the pirates.
So this is an anime cartoon, right?
Yeah, it's One Piece.
I don't know what that means. What is One Piece? What like the Marvel universe? One Piece is a different universe? Or
yeah, One Piece is a show. It's Luffy is the protagonist, Luffy Coin. That's what Luffy Coin is based off of, and the Yonko, which I guess from what you told me is an offshoot coin, I believe.
Yeah. Yonko has a token right now.
Yeah. So One Piece is the anime that Luffy is the protagonist in, and the Yonko are. I don't think they're necessarily the big bads. I think most of them are evil, but they're just the 4 strongest pirate lords. Whatever their affinity, whatever their alignment, they are just the 4 big dogs. I'm pretty sure one of them literally makes black holes and is immortal. But
okay,
yeah.
How long is this anime been? Is this like recent? Is this years? How long has this been out?
When I was 16, me and my buddy sat down for a couple of weeks and watched 400 some odd episodes. That was back then.
He's 30.
It's still going.
So this thing is over 15 years old.
Yes, over. I think it was either 1,200 or 1,400 some odd episodes. I think they finally decided though that they're bringing it to a close.
Okay. Very popular then.
One of the top animes. So there was an anime called Shonen. It is a type of anime. It's action. It's from the magazine Shonen Jump, which was targeted at boys, basically. So it's all the action, it's all the swords, it's the superpowers, the laser beams, and all that. So we talk about a lot in the anime circle, the top shonen, so to speak. The ones that really paved that path for all the rest of the shonen. Now, when you see the memes, you see the pictures, you see all that, it's Goku, Dragon Ball Z, it's Naruto, it's Luffy, One Piece, and you always see them in their adult forms, and they're always passing some kind of torch down to the new shonen characters and whatnot like that. So it's not just like a popular anime, it's one of the things that founded anime being popular here in America, not just shonen, but anime here in America, period.
All right. So Luffy and Yonko are the same, like you would see them in the same anime, in the same show?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Luffy is the protagonist of the show that Yonko are in. He's the main character. So everything revolves around him. He fights Yonko.
Oh, okay. I'll never catch up with it because it's 15 years old.
You could try to get the cliff notes, and it would take you longer to go through the cliff notes than to watch any series in full. It is absurd.
Wow. All right. So, big time popular. Okay. Me? I'm a Fred Flintstone guy. So when I was in like the 5th or 6th grade, I painted a duck, a mallard, and we were supposed to do like an art project for Parents' Day. Parents, the night that parents come in and talk to your teacher about what you've been doing or how well you're doing in school, and it gives them just something to walk around the class and look at while they're waiting for their turn to talk to the teacher. So I remember that my teacher was hanging everybody's artwork on the wall, and I remember she really liked my duck. And to the point where it almost made me a little uncomfortable because she was making such a big deal about this duck, and not really making over all the other kids' things, and I didn't want anybody to be mad at me. So anyway, she told me that she was going to hang my duck on the wall, and it was going to be the showcase. And she roped it off. She said, we're going to rope it off like the big art museums do, like with the Mona Lisa or something, right? So nobody touches it or puts their fingerprints on it because it's a great work of art, right? I thought I was the greatest artist in the world. Well, in my 20s probably, I came across this duck. I pulled it out of some files that I had, and I realized why she roped off this duck. It was like a Monet, if you know about Monet paintings. If you looked at it from 10 feet away, you would have thought I was some sort of child prodigy. It was beautiful, but close up, what a hot mess this duck was. I'm no artist, no kind of artist at all, but I've always wanted to be able to draw. Always, all my life, even since I was a little kid. I can't, but I have a huge appreciation for people who do, okay? Now, as I got older and I went into, middle school and in high school, I wasn't, with the jock guys. I was very much into the arts. Music, drama, all that kind of stuff. Being in band gave me an appreciation for classical music and for jazz, as a very young teen. And art. I just always loved art, even though I really couldn't do it. So, a couple of tokens, right, have come out that have really caught my interest because they cater to artists and artists of a specific genre. All right. You just heard my son talking about anime, manga. This has been around for a long time, and it is huge worldwide. Now, like you heard me say, my son is 30 years old, all right? It's not for kids. It's not like the Bugs Bunny stuff that I used to watch when I was a youngster, right? It's totally different. The animation and the art is so adult, okay? So detailed and so beautiful. But from what I'm learning, in the anime art world, these artists really don't have a lot of venues to display their art or to sell their art or really to be compensated for their talent as they should be. And so Luffy Token caught my eye because they're coming out with the marketplace and the NFTs, and they're giving anime and manga artists the opportunity to post and present to the world their art and trade it and maybe make some money on it like they deserve, okay? I also came across YONKŌ very recently, okay? I was put onto it by somebody in one of the Telegram rooms, and it's the same idea, and in fact, they're very closely linked, as I'm finding out. Now, I'm going to go through a little bit about YONKŌ with you, and understand that as I'm going through this, I'm kind of going through it maybe the second time. I kind of glanced at this stuff earlier, okay? So we're going to be learning about this together. This is probably going to be another one of those infomercials like I did for Luffy. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I want to read some of this stuff. It shouldn't be too long. And just rest assured that there are going to be further videos about this where I get more in depth into what exactly these guys are doing as far as the project. And I think I've even talked my son into maybe getting on camera and talking about anime and manga a little bit with me. Because what you need to understand about this is the popularity. Now, this might seem like some, meme token. It might seem like some harebrained idea. But the popularity of anime around the world is what you need to understand how big these tokens can be with that community. Okay, and once it starts climbing and growing with that community, now it's just a good investment for everybody. All right. So all right, let me go through a little bit of this stuff. Probably actually going to go through a lot of it. Anyway, all right. So YONKO token. Watch how the most powerful pirates of One Piece. This is what my son was just talking about. Restart the legendary billion-dollar anime season of 2021. All right. Now, okay. So you can buy it on Uniswap. And I believe that's the only place that you can purchase it currently. Now, understand. I think this thing is like less than a month old. I think they launched under a month ago. All right. And there's some really interesting things here. So let's go through it. Why YONKO? Let me see. Can I blow this up a little bit for you? Yeah. Okay. Why YONKO? USDC pair, no market impact. Okay. Liquidity is locked. I have questions about some of this stuff. How long is the liquidity locked for? Copper fundraising. Now, I'm familiar with like a pink sale. Is a copper sale just a different, a variation of that? I'm not sure. Okay, something else that I want to find out about. Everything ruled by the community. We know that's great. Luffy token whale support. There's the connection that I talked about and recently launched. Okay, the white paper. We'll get into the white paper in a minute. Okay, project details. YONKO is made to reach levels where others failed. Tons of empty promises were made by anime token developers, which is the reason why people mistrust the whole DeFi space. I don't know that that's the whole reason, but okay. Backed by experienced developers and whales, YONKO is here to fix it. Very ambitious, okay? Tax, 0%. Okay? Max supply. 4 YONKO. There's 4 of these. That's it. That's the max supply. Okay, we're gonna get into that. The USDC paired, and they're on the ERC20 network. Okay, launched 6/29, so the end of June 2022. Yeah, just about a month ago, this thing was launched. And there's the address. Okay. All right. Visionary token. YONKO is a NFT. All right. YONKO is a NFT protocol aims to disrupt. All right. I gotta tell you, I am like the grammar police. Okay. I'm that guy on YouTube that you hate because I tell you that you use the wrong version of where. Okay. So I read this earlier, and this paragraph, this couple sentences is a hot mess, guys. All right, you gotta fix this. All right, attention to details, very important. So this first sentence says YONKO is a NFT protocol aims to disrupt the anime and manga industries. There's 2 ways that you should have written. I know I'm nitpicking, but this is me. 2 ways you should have written this sentence. Could have been YONKO instead of is a as an NFT. All right, so YONKO as an NFT protocol. YONKO, comma, as an NFT protocol, comma, aims to disrupt the anime and manga industries. Okay, you could have done it like that. Or you could have said YONKO is still an NFT protocol that aims to disrupt the anime and manga industries. The second sentence. Mess. YONKO assists artists in monetizing their artworks. I'm pretty sure the plural of artwork is artwork. Through collectible NFTs on the blockchain by gamifying and repurposing widely popular Japanese games. You got to get rid of one of the populars. All right. So that should say YONKO assists artists in monetizing their artwork through collectible NFTs on the blockchain by gamifying and repurposing widely popular Japanese games. All right, again, sorry to nitpick, but that kind of stuff drives me crazy. When you publish something like this, you got to proofread. Now, I understand that there's probably translation issues, okay? But if you're going to write it in English, have someone who speaks English very well just proofread it and get that straight. Okay, no big deal. Fortunately, you do not have to be an English major to have a good token product, okay, or project. So this is just me nitpicking. Don't mind me. All right, project details. Yeah, phase 1 and phase 2. It bothers me that they don't have time frames on these, okay? Phase 1, how long does this phase 1 last? When is that going to be completed? When do we enter phase 2? Is it whenever phase 1 ends? Okay. I think that we should put a window and a time frame on that because it's going to cause urgency for the developers to make sure that they get things done in a certain amount of time. It's also going to show to the community that you can produce. Okay. Just my opinion. So phase 1, copper pre-sale apparently already happened. All right. Launch. Now, that date that I mentioned, I think that was a pre-sale date because the official launch, there's other things in here that I think the official launch was only maybe a couple weeks ago. So the copper sale is done. Launch is done, including burn and liquidity lock. There's 4 of these tokens, okay? What you're buying is fractions of them, but they're already burning some of that off. Is this a deflationary token? That's unclear. There's a lot of questions that I have about this, and I'm hoping that if somebody from this project sees this, that they will reach out to me, and maybe we can clarify some of this stuff. Okay. CoinGecko listing, beautiful. CG listing. Isn't that the same thing? Okay. Buybacks and burns. We already talked about a burn. Okay. Those are the things that supposedly are done. But again, remember, this is less than a month, okay? CoinMarketCap listing is on the table. We're looking for that. Dex tools trending. They want to get that trending. Marketing on Discord, Reddit, Twitter. So they want to start up their marketing. Maybe I'm starting it today. I don't know. 500 public relation articles. Okay. Are they on? Where are they publishing these articles exactly? I don't know. Okay. 1001 NFT release. These are their own individual NFTs. Okay. 1000 decentralized holders. Okay. And then when we go into phase 2, you can see it. Mexi, Gate, and BitTrue listings is what they're hoping for. YONKO airdrop for NFT holders. So I would imagine of the 1001 NFTs. It's a weird number. I'm wondering why 1001. Okay. YONKO airdrop for NFT holders. I already said that. NFT staking. Beautiful. DAO platform with rewards. So, we're looking into going totally legit with this. Getting the legality of it down. Getting the rules that this platform and that this project are going to follow. Okay. 10,000 holders. I'm going to show you how many holders there are right now. NFT partnerships. Okay. Luffy seems like a logical one, right? I'm not sure who else. Animeverse and Marketplace. Beautiful. Japanese gachapons with NFT rewards. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I've never heard that word. YONKO swap and staking. Again, we talked about staking, so maybe there's a different staking. Backers and venture capitalists. So, we want to make some money. Listen, it costs money to run one of these projects, which is why you do a pre-sale to begin with. Because that money, hopefully, if you reach your cap or exceed it, that money is used to accomplish all these other things, okay? But at some point, you have to raise money. So YONKO swap and staking. Okay, that's fine. Backers and VCs. That's fine. We already talked about those two things. YONKO credit card. Very ambitious, okay? I don't know how far down the line they're looking at this stuff. I think a credit card is... let's get some of these other things established first before we think about a credit card, but it's good to have that in mind. and charity partnerships. Beautiful. I would imagine things that have to do with anime artists and stuff like that seems logical. Okay, so I like the plan, and that's it. That's it for the homepage. All right. Now let's go to the white paper. Let me see, I think I can. That's probably as big as I need it to be. All right, white paper. So we have Yonko Token IO, the Dex Tools IO. These are the website stuff. Uniswap.org, Yonko Token, and Yonko Community. So this is Twitter and this is the Telegram. Okay, table of contents. The artwork, is unbelievable. I mean, it's really, really good throughout all of their publications here. So, all right, chapter 1. Yonko is an NFT protocol that aims to transform the anime and manga industry. Yonko helps artists monetize their artwork through collectible NFTs on the blockchain by gamifying and repurposing popular and widely used Japanese games. Whoever did this text is who you should have had do the text on your website, because that's perfect, okay? With Yonko, we intend to decentralize the anime community. Okay. With the dynamics of how cryptocurrencies are changing day by day, we can see that we are on the verge of a small revolution. Listen, it's good to have goals. We've seen a lot of these NFTs and coins that come out, and they just release them. They have a cool name. They have a name popular, that makes you think of something else that's popular right now, and they think that's going to be enough. But these guys have a plan, they have a goal, they have a structure, a roadmap. So far, so good. Yonko's intention is to restructure the markets and further expand interest in anime with the help of anime NFTs. What is particularly interesting is the token is not tied to any asset and thus cannot be influenced by price fluctuations on the crypto market. I understand what you're saying, but there are other tokens that are not tied to an asset that still seem to follow what like Bitcoin does. Okay, okay, I get it. We'll see what happens. The USDC pairing therefore enables a safe and financially stable investment. The whole thing is located in the ERC20 network, which we know to be a very popular and stable network. So that's awesome. Chapter 2, Vision. It is no secret that the manga industry exploits many animators and doesn't value their skills. Very true. Even I know that. Yonko wants to counteract this circumstance and offer these people a new perspective. Kind of similar to what Luffy's doing. With the help of a targeted marketing strategy, which includes a comprehensive market analysis, the development potentials are determined. Okay. Yonko wants to win the hype of NFTs for itself and release its first collection in July. That's the 1001 that they talked about. This is a collaboration with young manga artists from Japan who can prove their skills and thus benefit from this hype. That's excellent. They're giving these young guys who are great artists and would never otherwise be known or have an opportunity to be seen. They're giving them a platform. I love that. Maybe they'll take my duck. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right. It could be. I'm not going to go there. All right. NFTs. NFT stands for non-fungible token. Okay, we know that. Which is assigned a unique value and rarity. Okay. As mentioned before, Yonko will be dropping its first collection of 1001 NFTs in the coming weeks. Exclusive NFTs from animators will be released, which are coupled with a certain rare status. Now, they're supposed to be releasing these NFTs in July. Well, we're in the very end of July. Have they already released them? Did I miss that? Because if not, you only got a couple days to meet that goal. Okay, the rarity statuses are as follows. This interests me. Common, rare, super rare, ultra rare, and legendary. I wonder how they assign these statuses. Because an NFT by nature is already a rare thing. It's a one of a kind original, right? So All right. I would like to ask questions about that. The rarity of your NFT decides which share of Yonko you get airdropped. Okay. Obviously, the more rare ones are going to cost you more to buy, and so you get airdropped more. I mean, that's fair. So you do not only profit from the rarity status of your NFT, but you get tokens separately. Chapter 4. Here we go with this word again. Gachapon. Gachapon. I don't know. All right. Somebody's going to tell me. Modeled after the famous Japanese coin toy dispensers with limited content. I didn't know that. That's cool. Yonko intends to market a similar concept. All right. At Yonko's Gachapon. All right. Okay. Guys, is it Gachapon or Gashapon? All right. Me nitpicking. Sorry. At Yonko's Gachapon, I think it's Gachapon, users have the opportunity to connect their wallet via a Web3 platform and buy limited NFTs with their Yonko tokens. The NFTs can have different statuses, which can have different values. The number of tokens used for the purchase is burned afterwards. I'm not sure what that means. I want to ask somebody about that. Yeah, guys, somebody reach out to me. And I'm in your I'm in your Telegram room. Somebody DM me. Because I want to talk about this further. The artwork is unbelievable. It really, really is good. Chapter 5, Tokenomics. Zero tax policy. Very interesting. With the help of Copper, we were able to raise a significant amount that will be used for the ongoing development of Yonko. I want to know how much they made. For this reason, we have deliberately chosen a token without fees. So are you saying that because there are no fees, 100% of what you made can be put toward the development of this? I think that's the point you're trying to get across. Yeah, I want to know what they made on that Copper sale. Many investors avoid investing in assets that involve fees. Yeah, I mean, it's better not to have fees, but a lot of things have fees. I think we're just getting used to them. We look for the lowest fees, or we look for times where the fees might be a little lower. We take advantage of this circumstance with our decision. Accordingly, when you buy, sell, and transfer your assets, you do not pay any fees except for the standard gas fees. Okay. All right. So in other words, we still have the gas fees, but there's no transactional tax, I think is what they're saying. Again, I need clarification on some of this stuff. Chapter 6, the team. The Yonko team consists of a person who has been in the crypto market for years and has the necessary know-how for programming different utilities. Furthermore, the developer intends to involve the community in making decisions regarding the development of the token. Is this person, who I guess we're not giving a name to, are they doxxed at all? Do we know? Are we going to know who this person is? When you're putting together a token and you want the confidence of the community, it's important, okay? Look at the SHIB, the development team, and all the criticism that they take, because nobody knows who they are. But then again, nobody knows who they are, and they're doing pretty good, so who am I to say? All right, chapter 7, bear market. The bear market is a thorn in the side of many investors. Tell me about it. You should see my portfolio. Accordingly, we focus on education and sensible strategic decisions. Okay. Among other things, we decided from the very beginning to launch the token as a Yonko USDC pair, so that the fluctuations of the major altcoins will not have a negative impact on the token price. I mean, I hope that's true, but sometimes it does anyway. Overall, it can be assumed that this circumstance will have a positive impact on Yonko in the long run. Okay. Chapter 8. Looks like there's maybe 10 chapters. Future plans. Yonko is only 2 weeks old. Right, so I was right. They actually dropped it 2 weeks ago. When the white paper is published and has a long
Yonko is only 2 weeks old when the white paper is published and has a long way to go. Okay. Accordingly, it is even more important to continuously improve marketing to ensure mass adoption. Adoption. We have shown that high-risk LBPs, liquidity bootstrapping pools, can have a positive side as well as a negative side. The funds will be used strategically to support future development. In addition to NFT collections, other utilities will also follow. Well, they talked about a marketplace and staking, which will be further elaborated and described later. Phase 1 and Phase 2 we already looked at. Is this CG listing, is this something different other than CoinGecko? Because I've always known CoinGecko to be referred to as CG. Maybe they're talking about something else. Yeah, the artwork. This guy is missing a lot of teeth. But somehow he's taking very good care of the ones that he still has. They're very white. All right, so that's it. That's it for the white paper. I want to go to this. We're gonna run over here for a second over to CoinGecko and look at the fact that there are 4 of these tokens, right? So CoinGecko, the current price of each token is $280,000, $280,410. Okay, all right. Okay. Like I said, you're buying fractions of this, right? Market cap, it doesn't show. Actually, you know what? I want to go to something else because let me see if I can, that was CoinGecko. See if I can find it. White paper. Maybe it was on the white paper. Give me a second. Let me go back to the beginning here. Yeah, I probably could have got this anywhere. Let me look at something for a second. I'm sorry. No. Not that one. Come on. Text Tools IO, is this where I found it? Yeah, okay. I think this is where I found it. Yeah. All right, this is what I wanted to show you. So total liquidity, 290,089K locked. 24-hour volume. This is what they've done. I don't know if you can see it. 115.88 thousand. Pooled 144.44K. Pooled Yonko 0.5. Holders. There are 355 current holders of this token. I mean, if you want to get in, right? Total TX 4.53K. Total market cap 1.5 million. I mean, I guess that adds up. I'm not doing the math, but if there are 4 of them and they're currently $288,000, that probably, I guess that equals out to that market cap, right? So I extended this a little bit. Total supply is 3.67 Yonko. So 0.33 Yonko are missing. Was that already burned? Is that what we're talking about? I need to talk to somebody. I need to get some more information about this. Pool created on 7/2. Okay, very recently, right? They said a couple weeks ago. So you can come here and you can, take a peek at the chart. This is a 15-minute chart. 15-minute candles, rather, right? And there seems to be a lot of volatility. It's up and down. From somewhere in the area of 234, and this is within the day, up to 344. So, for people who are maybe swing trading this, day trading it or whatever, looks like there's some money to be made, okay? But these guys want to develop this thing. So, I think there's probably maybe some money, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but it looks like there might be money to be made holding on to this thing if they're able to raise money and accomplish the things that they want to accomplish. All right. But yeah, this thing was way down, and it's come up, right? Making higher highs, higher lows. So we're looking good. Oop. All right. Not what I wanted to do. Yeah, and here we have some transactions, some buys and sells. So this is a good resource, okay? For you to come and check it out. I want you to do your due diligence. I never want you to get involved in anything on my word. I never want you to get involved in anything just because that looks great. Let me grab some. Do your due diligence. Do some research and find out as much as you can about this thing. I'm gonna try to bring you some more videos on it if I can get a hold of someone or someone gets hold of me. And I can talk to somebody and get some details and get some answers, some questions answered. Okay, I was looking at this earlier. This guy on YouTube, Anime Uproar, he's been commenting or doing little videos on each episode of this anime. All right, and I found this particular one, Luffy's final bounty and the 4 Yonko revealed, or 4 new Yonko revealed. And I just started taking a peek at it. Like my son said, there are thousands of these. I'm never going to catch up with it all. But for those of you who know what this is, it's big time stuff. This is what I really found interesting. This is one episode that he did a little recap on. I don't know if you can see this. This one post on his YouTube has received 283,643 views. You're going to tell me this thing isn't popular? It's massively popular, okay? Let me
Hype chapter title. We're told that there's a color spread that's dedicated to the One Piece Odyssey video game. The reason that I do get pretty hyped about the games, even though I haven't been a big gamer recently, is that Oda usually designs new characters with new Devil Fruit powers for these games, which even if they are not technically canon, are always interesting to hear about, especially when Oda drew the design and came up with a bonus character himself. So in terms of this game, that's what I'll be on the lookout for more than anything else. Let me know if you're hyped about this.
There's our boy Luffy, right? There was some other.
And says that Pluton is in the land of Wano.
It's a typical kind of.
Let this soft man.
All right, I gotta stop it. It's a typical anime, but it has really, really good graphics. It's super popular, and just off the popularity alone, I'm putting this one on my list of ones to watch, okay? And I think that you should too. All right, guys, hit the like button if you could for me on the way out. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, particularly if you're interested in this and you want to hear more about it, because I will continue to do videos about Luffy. There are new developments happening all the time, and I'm staying on that one. But I'm going to start doing some videos on this too, and keeping track of the progress on this, because I think this one has some potential, but I want to see where it goes over the next 3 months, 6 months, right? I want to see what happens, and I want to try to talk to somebody about it. So subscribe to the channel, make sure that you hit the notification bell all, that way when I do release something, you're notified of it, all right? And I will talk to you guys later. This has been my YONKO token infomercial, the initial one anyway. All right, talk to you guys later. Ciao.